Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome. Great to see you all after the break. I hope you had a nice break and you had a chance to refresh yourselves. And I also hope that you had some chance to create your assets. So what we are doing today, great to see you again and have you back. Welcome. What we will do today is we will have a recap of what we have done up until now in this module. So it will be a great opportunity for us to review all what we have done, okay? And revisit everything, but we will also build on things today, especially focus on the skills that will make you irreplaceable in the AI age. So today's topic is AI and the future of work, how to survive, thrive in the generative AI age. Because I think this is the most critical topic that we all need to address. So that's why I allocated the whole session to this today. Let's remember what we covered up until now, okay? You remember this documentary? Let's remember this.
Go is the world's oldest continuously played board game. It is one of the simplest and also most abstract.
Beating a professional player of Go is a long-standing challenge of artificial intelligence.
Anything you've ever tried in AI just falls over when you try the game of Go.
The number of possible configurations of the board is more than the number of atoms in the universe.
AlphaGo found a way to learn to play Go.
So far, AlphaGo has beaten every challenge we've given it, but we won't know its true strength until we play somebody who is at the top of the world, like Go.
A match like no other is about to get underway in South Korea.
These are all to go what Roger Federer is to tennis.
Just the very thought of a machine playing a human is inherently intriguing.
The places in Manhattan.
Welcome to the Deep Mind Challenge Full World Solution. Can Lee Sedol find AlphaGo's weakness? Whoa. Is there in fact a weakness?
The game kind of turned on its axis.
What do you guys? That's not confident base.
It's developing into a very, very dangerous fight.
Ooh, all the fun. Green is like room.
In the end, it is about pride. I eat myself in raw. These ideas that are driving AlphaGo are going to drive our future.
This is it, folks.
So now, these advanced AI systems are better than all humans in narrow games, such as chess and Go, strategic game Go. And AlphaZero has beaten Stockfish, which combines all human intelligence on chess, in just 4 hours after learning the rules of the game. So these AI systems are learning very fast through doing millions of iterations in very short amounts of time. They do millions of simulations, experiments, iterations that humans cannot do. So we are at historical times indeed. We are here and we are about to experience this whole vertical shift. There will be a vertical line which will change everything as we know it. Our worlds are about to be disrupted. Our careers, our jobs, our whole industries, our corporations, our companies, universities, institutions are about to be disrupted. Because things are going to get exponential and nonlinear. Microsoft CEO said computing power of these AI systems is doubling every 6 months. This was a few months ago. Right now it has reduced to 4 months. Every 4 months, the capabilities of these AI systems is doubling. There is an institution called, remember, Module Evaluation Threat Research. They are measuring one thing, how long an AI system can work alone without human intervention, without errors. And right now it is about 5 hours, but this has been doubling every 7 months. This duration has been doubling every 7 months, but recent figures suggest that right now this figure is doubling every 4 months. Every 4 months, the duration of these AI agents and systems that they can work alone, the duration doubles. It doubles. So that means these AI systems will be able to work for 5 weeks uninterrupted. 5 weeks uninterrupted by 2028. Yeah. So this summer they will probably reach 10 hours, 15 hours, and then at the end of the year they will reach 24 hours, and then the next year they will double that again, and double that again, and we will soon see the AI systems working uninterrupted for 5 weeks. That means they are replacing human employees already. As you can see here, Cloud Opus 4.6 has surpassed all the other models by a large scale, yeah? And the new model, Cloud Opus 4.7, is even better. So these AI systems are getting much more capabilities, and they are replacing employment. So artificial general intelligence is coming. What does it mean for your career? I recommend that you read the article and guide that I prepared for you. Click on the link. But if we look at the capabilities and levels, in some narrow fields, these AI systems have already reached level 5, superhuman, which means outperforming all humanity. Yeah? In some narrow games, such as AlphaFold, chess, and strategy game Go. Now AI is much more clever, much better than all humans combined. Yeah? We call this superhuman AI. Superhuman AI. But this only applies to very narrow fields, such as chess right now. Or the AlphaFold. You know that they got the Nobel Prize recently. Nobel Prize was won by Demis Hassabis and the DeepMind team in London. And they were acquired by Google, as you know. And they got the Nobel Prize through their project AlphaFold. Yeah? So they are using superhuman level of AI in that specific field, which is about protein folding. So in narrow areas, AI is already level 5, yeah? But in general AI, which is what really matters, in general fields, AI has not reached that capability yet, yeah? Where is AI right now? AI is still in level 1. It is just emerging, somewhat better than unskilled humans. Think about current ChatGPT or Claude. It is somewhat better than unskilled humans, but they are not a lot better right now. But that is about to change. We are soon entering level 2, competent AI, which means the arrival of artificial general intelligence. We call that AGI. Artificial general intelligence is arriving, which means AI will become more competent than half of humans. And that changes everything. Because whenever it reaches level 2, which is very hard, by the way, then it is a matter of time that it reaches level 3, which means expert level. It will get better than 90% of humans. And then the next level, it is even easier for AI. It's a just matter of time. Then it will reach virtuoso level, which means 99th percentile. So this is the Einstein level. They will reach then the Einstein level. And then the most risky part is level 5. If artificial intelligence reaches level 5, which means outperforming all humans in general tasks, yeah? And we call that singularity. And we call that ACI, artificial superintelligence, which is very risky. And it is one of the biggest risks for humanity. Some of the authors in Silicon Valley, as you know, wrote a book. If anybody develops this, we are all dead. We will all die. There is a book which is a bestseller right now. So it is a civilizational level threat if AI reaches level 5. Because that is singularity. And we don't know what it looks like. It's like a black hole. When you fall into a black hole, there is no exit, right? Because when you are in the event horizon, everything is infinite, yeah? And time stops, and the rules of physics stop. So that's why this level of AI development is very dangerous. Unfortunately, we don't have precautions to prevent that. But you can track these levels of AGI here, okay? Where we are, you can track. In some narrow fields, as I said, we have already reached level 5 in very narrow fields, though, but not in broad fields. And you can track the developments here. Yet, investments are not stopping. AI investments have already dwarfed world's mega projects, and they are accelerated. They accelerated even more recently. And we can see enormous competition. Remember what we have covered. OpenAI is in danger of bankruptcy. They are burning cash at an alarming rate, historical levels. It might go bankrupt because Gemini and Anthropic Claude are getting better and better and having all the market share. OpenAI is still the beloved consumer brand. That means 1 billion users are still using OpenAI's systems, which is great moat for OpenAI. Still, Sam Altman and OpenAI are still very powerful, yes. But in the enterprise side, Anthropic is already the leader, captured all market share, and enterprise side is much more profitable. So Anthropic has become the leader of the market, and it has become much smarter. And if you are doing high-level strategic stuff, smarter stuff, you have to use Claude, because Claude is so much better in these deep tasks, cognitive tasks. So Anthropic has now surpassed $400 billion. $400 billion. And if it goes like this, it will soon surpass OpenAI. They also developed a constitution, remember? They have hired philosophers. Amanda Ascal has written the constitution. Their team has written this constitution of Claude. How can we make these AI systems more compatible with humanity? How can we make them more aligned with the human civilization? So we are trying to teach AI systems how to be better and how to be good, inherently good. So can we teach machines humane values? That's the big question right now, and we are trying to do that. And we are benefiting from world philosophies, world religions, diverse wisdom traditions to do that. And I'm writing a paper on that. How can we teach these AI systems so that they become more aligned with humanity and humane values? Much of the future jobs don't exist yet. Traditional employment is broken, unstable. Skills are expiring faster than ever before. But there is enormous opportunity as well, and we will cover these opportunities today as well. But you can see that something big is happening across the field in every profession. We are now witnessing individuals and professionals who are telling stories like this. I have been working in this field, in this profession, for the last 20 plus years. And it has been impossible for me to solve this challenge. It's an impossible challenge. I have been working on this challenge for the last 25 years, yeah? And I couldn't crack it. And I was thinking it is impossible to crack it. Yet, in the last few months, using these advanced AI agents and systems, now I'm beginning to crack it. So all these impossible problems are being solved with the advancements of these AI technologies. So lots of things happening. Just 1 million jobs in London could be changed by AI. 1 million jobs, just in London. And many jobs are in danger, yes. Many entry-level jobs have already evaporated, yes. The job market is tougher right now, yes. But at the same time, there is an explosion of new jobs. And there is a demand for new talent. And young people who really know these advanced AI systems are in enormous demand right now. And there have been increase in job postings related to AI skills. So there is also an explosion of new jobs at the same time. And of course, there is big spending. All these magnificent 7 companies are spending huge amounts on AI, except Apple. Apple does not bother. But all the others are investing huge amounts. And we are witnessing SaaS apocalypse, which means the decline of all these software companies. The stocks of all these software companies have declined recently enormously, as you know. Why? Because instead of using software, now we can use cloud and AI systems. AI can do the work for us. So the mode of software is evaporating. All these software companies are in danger. So AI is coming for our jobs. It doesn't matter if you are a programmer, designer, product manager, customer support rep, salesperson, finance person. AI is coming for you, for us. So what was considered easy tasks are no longer existing. What was considered hard tasks are the new easy tasks. And what was considered impossible tasks are the new hard tasks. So if you do not become an exceptional talent at what you do, a master, you will face the need for career change in a matter of months. Okay, so there is a desperate need for reinventing ourselves and our skill sets. And today I will try to address this. Here's an example from law. Lawyers are in trouble. Why? Because OpenAI's frontier model can do $8,000 of work in 5 minutes, just for $3. Look at the scale of these tectonic shifts. All professions are in danger because they are being reinvented as we speak. And new professions emerge. Rent a Human. This is a website. Robots need your body. AI agents and robots and machines are hiring humans. AI can't touch grass. You can. Get paid. Become rentable. Browsing humans. Yeah. So this is the new reality. There are Waymo door closers right now. Each door closing is about $10, $11. And there are people closing these doors. So this is the reality. We don't quite know what is about to hit us, but we are in a similar situation like this. And this depicts our reality. We don't have any clue of what is about to come. Yeah? This is a tsunami. AGI is coming like a tsunami. Yet, what do you see? What do you witness? I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, yeah, but this is the reality. And what do we see around us? It is like the Titanic, right? Good. Music is still playing, yeah. It's all. Everybody is behaving as if everything is as normal, business as usual. Let's play the music, guys. Business as usual, yes. Let's do as it is, yeah? And that's the reality in corporations, many businesses, many organizations, many large organizations, institutions, and universities, unfortunately. So what do? We just bury our heads and hope that this will pass. No, it won't pass. It is coming right at you. You have to do something about this. And you have to become an active agent who is acting smartly and surfing these AI waves through your curiosity and through your agency and through your solopreneurship. So that's what I'm trying to convey in this module, really. I wrote a book on this, Exit Protocol, How to Leave Dying Systems Before They Take You Down. Many systems are dying today. We are in a crisis. And there will be a new world order. Yeah? A monetary system is collapsing. Why? Global debt is $307 trillion. Triple the world GDP. So that means all world countries are in heavy debt, deep debt. All central banks are printing money as if there is no tomorrow. Yeah? They are all printing money. There is inflation everywhere. Everybody is in debt. Debts are getting much more sustainable. Yeah? And money systems, monetary systems are collapsing, about to collapse, which means there will be much bigger systemic collapses, crisis, economic crisis. And in the future, these will be large-scale crises. What about credential systems? Student debt is rising enormously, yet AI is replacing many entry-level jobs, and proof of work and proof of your portfolio beats your proof of education. So educational systems are also in crisis because we cannot adapt as fast as we should. Yeah? That's why I'm trying to reinvent this class as much as I can, because I really want you to be on top of these trends. Yeah? Institutional legitimacy is down, trust in government, all-time low, trust in media, institutions, all-time low. And there is a meaning crisis. Many work is bullshit, and there are bullshit jobs everywhere. It's meaningless. Identities are fragmenting. So that's why you need to think about how to build your own systems, because you cannot trust these systems. They are in decline. So at the same time, AI is hacking reality. Remember this example? AI is hacking reality and understanding the codes of reality everywhere. So let's have a multidisciplinary view of what is happening here. Remember this, AI is hacking smells, yeah? Osmo AI, they are hacking smells, human smells.
Use AI to digitize and rematerialize the essence of a plum. What we've done is we've cut a plum here, and we're going to put it into a vial where the scent that's leaving the plum is being trapped inside of this vial. And then what we can do is take this vial to a machine which can suck the air outside of this vial, which contains the smell of the plum, and then analyze those molecules one by one. And when we have that, we can then take that formula and then reprint it. If we've done the whole process correctly, the thing that ends up reprinted, which is just going to look like a clear liquid, is the distilled essence of the scent of a plum you've just cut into. And it's not the same. It means that we've actually given computers a new sense. And the sense of smell is effectively the way that we turn the air around us into data.
So, Osmo AI has discovered never before smelled ingredients and hacked into human smell. Yeah? But also, not only this, AI is hacking into human emotions as well. This is the human heart with all these range of human emotions. They are all data-driven. Now, machines are hacking human emotions and trying to understand the complexity and range of all human emotions. And they are mapped here, as you see. And this is data-driven. This is crucial. Why? Because machines and robots, they need to understand emotions. Yeah? They need to be able to empathize with you and build relationships with you and understand and uncover your needs. Yeah? That's why this is crucial. AI systems need to hack and unlock the mysteries of human emotions. And this is already being done. We are already hacked, by the way. You know this from your cell phones, don't you? You know, you are mindless in your daily life, yeah? Let me just look at Instagram for a couple of minutes. You don't even think about it, automatically do it, right? And then let me look at a little bit at TikTok, and before you know it, 4 hours passed, right? We all experience it, don't we? We are all we all feel stupid, yeah? How much time did I lose? Oh my God. It is like 3 a.m. in the morning, yeah? You still haven't slept, and you are still scrolling on TikTok. Yeah? This is the reality that we are dealing with. So these AI systems have already hacked into your brain, have already hacked into your emotions. They already arrested us. Yeah? They already hacked all these emotions. So we need to be able to critically think for ourselves and resist these algorithms. At the same time, AI is mapping the human brain and the secrets, unlocking the secrets of the human brain. And there is enormous research in this realm as well at the same time. And not only these, but I just published this last night. AI is cracking reality secret codes. So if you click on this article, you will see, I just have written it last night. You can see what AI is doing across the board. So this is, created an infographic to understand it, breaking the locks on complexity. Yeah, odor maps, Ozma AI, Emotion Atlas, Whom AI, and we have AlphaFold Protein Revolution. AlphaFold, they got the Nobel Prize. Yeah, they are hacking DNA as well, and the Grammar of Life, Evo 2. Evo 2 is also revolutionary at the same time. And they are also hacking the brain's operating system. And they are also hacking the human body, aging, longevity. They are trying to make human body younger. And humans will be able to live until 150 years, or maybe 200 years in the future, yeah? Because they are hacking the human body as well. So that means there will be nanobots in your bloodstream and optimizing every organ, and they will also act as reducers of every risk, such as cancer. If there is a risk of, let's say, cancer, these nanobots powered by AI will act on behalf of you, yeah, and will do the treatments early on. Early detection of all these risks and illnesses will occur. So they are hacking the human body as well. And they are also hacking physics. And they are hacking biology as well. Many universal secrets, secrets of the universe, they are also being questioned, and AI is helping us to uncover those secrets as well. And of course, there will be age reversal treatments for humans. And there is also, of course, Neuralink. Now they tested these neural interfaces on pigs and monkeys and also humans. So, which means Neuralink will be added as a layer to your brain if you want. AI will be the augmented layer, and you'll be like Tony Stark, much stronger and much more intelligent with these layers of AI embedded in your brain and embedded in your body. Yeah, that's the future. And that is now occurring. So you can read more, the smell revolution, the emotions, the brain, AlphaFold, the eye, AI as an alien scientist, how does it work? And dark matter, how do we understand DNA, life, and the latest developments about aging, biology? You can read about it more, all of these, yeah? Cancer, how to prevent cancer, and then universe, secrets of the universe. Physics rules, how do we understand them, how do we change them? There are lots of developments here as well, and you can read more if you are interested. But I summarize them in this PowerPoint as well. If you click on this PowerPoint, I tried to create a summary of what is to come, yeah? What's happening across smell, emotions, the brain, the DNA, aging, getting younger, cancer, cracking the universe, evolving darkness, and AI, and Listening to the Void. This is about secrets of the universe and space. And as you can see, AI is now hacking chemistry, psychology, biology, and physics at the same time. And there's a new paradigm emerging right now. So the alien scientist, AI, will be able to unlock mysteries of life and science in the next 10, 20, 30 years. Yeah? So we are living in historical times indeed. And remember, the biggest problem, what was it? Energy. There's an enormous hunger and thirst for energy. All these AI data centers, they are in desperate need for energy. That's why nuclear stocks have gone nuclear. Stocks like Oklo, powered by Sam Altman. All these AI companies are developing nuclear energy, or SMR. All these nuclear reactor firms are increasing. And big technology is investing in nuclear energy because it is hungry and thirsty for power and energy. So AI is like a pandemic. It's actually bigger than the pandemic, COVID, and you are acting like it's like a weird app. No, it will transform everything as we know it. And remember my recommendation, don't just apply for a job. You need to create your own job using AI. How can I do this? Ask yourself, how can I create my own job, my own employment using AI? That's much smarter, yeah? Because the career ladder is broken or it is fragile. It is not sustainable for the long term. But this is very sustainable because you can act like an entrepreneur. You can solve problems as a smart person. And you can collaborate with a lot of companies. That means you reverse the rules of the game. Companies are no longer picking you, choosing you. You are choosing the companies that you want to work with. Yeah? You are picking the companies. You are choosing whom to collaborate. So in order to do this, you definitely need creativity. Creativity has become like oxygen. It's like oxygen. You cannot breathe without oxygen, right? The same with creativity. In today's and tomorrow's job ecosystem, creativity is a survival skill. You need it to adapt to these rapid changes, solve complex problems, and imagine new possibilities, navigate uncharted waters, and also design your life, your career. You need oxygen, yeah, and you need creativity. You need to use your imagination. How? Sam Altman has already said we will soon see one-person billion-dollar companies, and these are emerging right now as we speak. One-person unicorns. No employees, yet they can generate billions of dollars. Here's an example. Remember Peter Steinberger? He built CloudBot, OpenClaw, by himself, yeah, in less than 3 months, and turned it into the biggest AI moment since ChatGPT. Now, founders can replace employees with productive extensions of themselves using CloudBot, OpenClaw. So be curious. Like you have to be very curious and use your creativity to really understand what is going on here. Yeah? Curiosity is a muscle. I cannot force you to be curious. You need to feel that curiosity from inside. Like, what is this CloudBot? Who is this guy? How did he do it? Like, be curious. Do some research. Who is this guy? How did he do it? Can I use it? How does this agent work? Like, be curious, go out there, play with these tools, okay? It's up to you to discover them. So, like, you have two choices. You can just forget about what I said, go back to your normal, usual life, yeah? And do business as usual, yeah? That's what you can do easily. But the second option is, you can be curious. You can be entrepreneurial. What is in here? Can I understand this deeply? Can I crack this? Can I go deeper? Can I be curious? Curiosity is a muscle. You can increase it by using it, yeah? You can increase your curiosity muscles 10 times, even 100 times, yeah? It's up to you. Like, you have to start somewhere, but it is up to you. You don't learn these in your textbooks, never, yeah? Your textbooks are too old to cover these. This is like very recent stuff. So you have to take responsibility for your own learning, okay? And that means you have to be curious. So we entered the era of one-person empires. One human plus AI can now do the work of 100 people. That's the reality today, yeah? If you combine your powers with AI, you can become like Tony Stark. You can become a superhuman being. And you can do the work of 100 people. How do you do that? You will orchestrate these multiple AI tools and AI agents, optimize them, educate them, and they will act your extension. They will act as your digital twins. They will act as your avatars. They will act as your employees. You will orchestrate them. And they will continue working for you even when you are sleeping at night. You can go to sleep, yet they will continue producing, creating stuff for you. Have you looked at this list? This was last year's list. Remember, I shared this with you. CNBC Disruptor 50 list. Have you checked out what they're up to? There were 50 companies there. Have you clicked on each of them? What are they up to? Many of these disruptor companies, they are heavily using AI. Many of these disruptor companies, they have only a dozen people or even less. Like just a few founders here and there. Yeah, very few employees. Yet they achieved billions of dollars. They are all unicorns. So have you been curious? How many of you have clicked on each and every one of them? What are they up to? What is their business model? Can I go to their website? How do they crack entrepreneurship? How do they do it? Why did I share this to you? Because you need to be curious. Go out there, do research about what these people are up to. Yeah? But I cannot force you guys. If you are not curious, then I cannot force you to do research on this. No, I can't do that. It's up to you. You are responsible adults. Yeah? You have the agency. And curiosity is a muscle. You can develop it. The more you are curious, the more you will be curious about this. Yeah? You have to start somewhere. And have you checked this report? Remember, I asked you to download this report. How many of you have downloaded this report and went into this report? The secrets of this report. Remember these founders. These are solopreneurs. These are all one-person companies. And they all achieved $1 million level revenues. They achieved millionaire status, each of them. And there are close to 200 people here, 200 entrepreneurs. If you download this, register there, and download it, you will have access to all their websites, success stories, what have they done, how much money did they make, what's their business model. All the secrets are there, yeah? And there are almost 200 examples, 200. So if you are a smart young person, many of these people are using AI, by the way, yeah? If you are a smart young person who is serious about this, you can easily do research about these people. Many of them are amazing personal brands, yeah? How can I establish my own personal brand? How can I establish my own startup? You can be curious again and do research, yeah? But again, this is up to you. Yes, I share this resource, but again, it is up to you. Do you wish to do your part, research, yeah? If you are curious, if you are serious about it, yes, you will do this research. You will go into them. And then you will establish your own story. Yeah? You will establish your own brand, your own website. You can easily do that using Claude. You can share your hobbies, obsessions, passions, curiosities. Here are my strengths and weaknesses. How can I establish companies like these people? You can even feed this report to Claude, yeah? And you know me, Claude. You are my 50% business partner. Let's be a business partner together. Can we create a sustainable, fun, exciting business? I want to establish myself as a unicorn, a startup, and I want to achieve $1 million. And these are some success formulas, yeah? How can I invent my own formula? Let's work together. Have you done a study like this? Do it. Like, it's not that hard to do this. You just have conversations with Claude. You might say, I don't know any coding. You don't need to know any coding because Claude will do all the coding for you. Just tell it what you really want. Yeah? If you are good in prompting and vibe coding, yeah, you can easily optimize what you want, like you can articulate what you want, and Claude will do it for you. Okay? So you can create these websites, you can create these assets, products, digital products, all of them. You can do all of these with Claude. Again, it is up to you. But remember, this was my message this whole semester. The system is broken. Career ladder is broken. Institutions are in decline. You cannot trust corporations. So you need to act like an entrepreneur. You need to create your own employment. You need to create your own assets for the future. And you need to design your future job yourself. You need to achieve financial freedom. You need to own assets. So this requires reinventing yourself. You are under no obligation to remain the same person you were a year ago, a month ago, even a day ago. You are here to recreate yourself continuously every day. So you can reinvent yourself today. You can start today. So the starting point should be finding your genius zone. Where is your genius zone? Where is your genius zone? You are exceptional at this. Nobody does it quite like you. This is your zone of genius. Where is it? Can you discover it? Because if you discover it, then you will be much better than others. And you will be happy, satisfied. And if you combine your zone of genius with AI, then you will have superpowers. Like combine your obsessions, excitements, genius zone with AI. How can you do it? That's your secret formula. Yeah? Turn it into a business. Turn it into assets, products. And in order to do this, can we stop talking? Guys, you are disrupting. Flowering yourself. In order to do this, you need to be creative. Yeah? You need to be creative. This is the constitution of being creative. So one golden rule here is, are you doing these things? Are you going back to your childhood? Because if you want to reclaim your creativity, you need to go back to your childhood and take your childhood self seriously. What were you doing when you were a child? Spending time, let's say, after school. What were you doing after school time, let's say? You are 7 years old, 8 years old, let's say. Imagine yourself. You were maybe drawing, keeping notebooks, singing, dancing, acting. Like, what were you involved in? Remember all your creativity. And go back to that creativity. Because educational systems, institutions have stolen this creativity from you, unfortunately. Yet, now you need it more than ever. You need to go back to your childhood and reclaim your creativity, your talents, your strengths, your genius zone. Uncover them again and combine them with AI. That's how you become powerful. So these principles have become more powerful than ever. Please do them. Apply them in your life. How do you do that? In an age where machines are replacing everything that is done by humans, how do you stay human and how do you stay irreplaceable? The secret is Ikigai. Please do this exercise at home this week. Spend 1 or 2 hours. What you will do is you will create 4 lists. Number 1, what are you good at? Make a long list of all your strengths. A long list. Very specific. Make a long list of them. Number 1. Number 2, what do you love doing? All your passions, obsessions, curiosities. Make a long list again. Number 2. Number 3, what does the world need? The world problems out there. Which problems would you like to solve? Make a long list again. And what can you be paid for? These are your premium skills, knowledge. How can you make money? Again, make a long list of how you can make money. Okay? So you have 4 long lists, yeah? Ideally, you need to have 30 plus items on each list. And then what you need to do is look at the intersection. Are there any things that are in the intersection? The intersection of all of them is called Ikigai. Yeah? The Japanese concept, Ikigai. The reason for being. The reason that you are getting up in the morning. Why do you live? What brings joy? What brings you meaning, mission, joy, contribution in your life? Yeah? You need to figure that out. And you need to give this as a puzzle to your brain. This is your biggest puzzle. If you can crack this puzzle, then you can be irreplaceable in the AI age. Yeah? So if I were you, I would feed this into Claude, yeah, and do this exercise together with Claude, yeah, and then upload it to Claude, and then create a business, which is at the intersection. Can I create a startup, or can I create assets which are at the center? Then you will be enormously successful, and you will be enormously creative, and you will be enormously wealthy. That's the secret to your future. So do it. Again, I'm telling this, but will you do it? It's up to you. Remember all these brands we covered? Media franchises, Pokemon, 92 billion. Harry Potter, 30 billion. And all these others. Marvel, 29 billion. These are all billions. Star Wars, these are all billions, not millions. Yeah? And they emerged due to somebody's imagination. So use your imagination because it has been so crucial. Look at all these millionaires or billionaires. How did they become so rich? They all created their creative assets. George Lucas created Star Wars, yeah, which is worth 10 billion, Star Wars empire. He has made more than 10 billion from the Star Wars empire, yeah? And look at J.K. Rowling, Harry Potter empire, yeah? She was one of the poorest people in the UK. She had a small baby, right? And the only thing she had was a dream. She was writing her book, the first Harry Potter book, yeah? But she was in debt, she was in poverty, she was hopeless. She submitted the manuscript to 12, 13 publishing houses, got rejection from them all, yet she persisted. Finally, eventually, she got accepted, yeah? And then this was the beginning of the Harry Potter empire, yeah? So, hang in there. And James Patterson, he has written how many books? 200 books. 200 books. He never stops, yeah? These people are very consistent. They create their assets continuously over the course of years, yeah? Matt Groening, Simpsons, he has been creating it for 30 plus years, yeah? So these are all long-term players. If you want to create your assets, remember that this is a very long-term game. You need at least like 15 years, 20 years plus. And you need to establish the games that you will fall in love with. I loved playing these games. What sort of games would you love to play? And you can do this alongside your full-time career, as I'm doing right now. So in order to achieve this, you need to make 10,000 experiments in the next 10 years. That's the secret formula. 10 years, 10,000 experiments. That means 2 to 3 experiments every day. Do it consistently. So that means you need to spend time in asset creation every day. Maybe half an hour, you decide. Maybe 1 hour, maybe 2 hours every day. Do it consistently. And during these 2 hours or 1 hour, what will you do? You can create a video, you can create your YouTube channel, you can create articles if you want to write, you can create your brands, your products, your assets, whatever you wish to do. Yeah? Start doing it. And do it every day. And do it for at least 10 years. Great example, 2 Irish brothers, they wrote 7 lines of code. This turned into $36 billion of empire. This is Stripe, yeah? So, establish your own Stripe, whatever it is. You live only once, YOLO. You live only once, so you are the hero. Act as a hero. And remember, you can do this alongside your full-time job. Remember the lawyer, Baldacci? What did he do? He was working as a full-time lawyer, but at the same time, every night between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m., he wrote all these mystery novels. Remember that? Let's remember him again.
My wife likes to tell people that he looks very nice. He's a very nice guy. He's a very calm guy. But he has a dark side to him. As a drone writer, my job is to look out into the real world and see the problem side. I create the problems, and in the course of the novel, I solve them. You know when the readers sort of settle back and be really comfortable like drifting through these pages, you want to grab my throat right from the get-go and hurl them through the next 450 pages. I wanted to get into the weeds with all of you about how I go about my craft. Great characters, how do you come up with them? How do you pace a story so that people can't stop turning pages? All the things that go into making a successful writing career, I've tried to deliver to you during this masterclass. I was a lawyer when I first started writing my first novel. I would spend time with my family, they would go off to bed, and around 10 o'clock I would get downstairs and I would write till 2 in the morning every day, 7 days a week. I did that for years. You want to be creative writing stories. You have to be very creative in finding time to write the stories.
So, you need to focus on your creative assets. This will be your real game, yeah? And you can do this alongside your 9-to-5 job. This will be your second life as a hero. Yeah? In the evenings or in the weekend, in your spare time, you will be working on creating your own assets. And this is becoming much more critical in today's world. Ronaldo, remember him? He makes more from Instagram than his whole salary. Yeah? This is the new world we are living in. And Joe Rogan, remember him? He created 4,000 episodes. And then he made $100 million, yes, or more, yeah. But he first created 4,000 of these podcasts. So he was consistent, and he consistently created these assets over the course of 10 years or more. And remember the Nas Daily example? What did he do? He created 1,000 videos in 1,000 days. He gave himself a deadline, 24 hours. I will publish a new video by 9 a.m. the next morning. You can watch the whole video. Every day I will create a new video. That was his deadline. And he did this for 1,000 days, non-stop. So you need to give yourself a lot of opportunities to do this consistently. Establish a system. Your system must be sustainable, fun, exciting, easy. Something easy to do. So that you can do it over the course of weeks, months, and years. You are the hero. You need to jump to the unknown, jump to the creator side, yeah? So don't only scroll on Instagram or TikTok or YouTube. Don't do that. You need to jump to the creative side now, yeah? You need to establish your own YouTube channel. You need to establish your own TikTok, your own Instagram brand, and do it right now, okay? Try it. Give yourself a lot of chances for failure. Remember, all the heroes in every movie, they come across lots of challenges. They are lost. They lose a lot. They fail a lot of times. So you need to fail a lot as a hero. It's not easy. Okay? Give yourself hundreds of chances for failure and turn them into experiments. And remember Sarah Blakely? Remember her example? She had just $5,000 of savings. Just $5,000. What did she do? She solved the problem of Spanx, yeah? She created Spanx in her free time, and then she started with a very small amount, £5,000, and then she became one of the richest people in the world through her entrepreneurial dreams. So everybody can do it, as long as you are determined. So your task, that's the summary of the whole module, yeah? Your task is you have to create these assets. You have two options. If you have money, you can buy these assets, yeah? Buy a house if you can. Buy stocks, shares, ETFs, investments. Buy Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies if you can, okay? Buy real estate if you can, yeah? Even buy small amounts. Even if you have 20 pounds, 30 pounds, do it. Start doing it. You need to start investing, yeah? If you have money. But there is a second option. If you don't have any money, then the second option is even more exciting. You don't have any money, let's say, then you have to create your own assets using your brain. This is magic power, yeah? Use your brain, use your imagination, hard work, and consistency. Do it every day, yeah? You can create books, your own brands, courses, TikTok, YouTube, products, websites. You can build your own apps, digital products, all of these things. You can create your Substack newsletter. You can do all of these things. All it requires is some imagination. What do you wish to do? Start somewhere, start small. Don't wait for perfection. Do it right away, today, okay? So remember the exercise we did. Let's revisit that. Where do you wish to be in 10 years? Imagine that the year is 2036. Where do you wish to be in 10 years? In terms of your assets. Make a contract with yourself. Write it down. How many videos will you have? How much money will you have? Put some numbers. Revisit your contract. Draw a contract for yourself. You can do it right now. Write on a piece of paper. This will be your contract. How many books? How many videos? How many assets? How many articles? What kind of courses? What kind of products will you be creating? Put your ideas there. Put some numbers. Put some deadlines. And how much would you like to make? I will make, let's say, at least $1 million in 10 years. Write it as a check to yourself, $1 million. And put that check in your wallet. Put that contract in your wallet. Carry it with you. This is my $1 million check for myself. Visualize it. Make it concrete. Sign that check. This is my check for myself. I will make at least $1 million by 2036. Until I make that, I will keep this check with me. I will make sure that I will embody this. I will make this reality. And I will not stop until that time. And this is my marathon for the next 10 years. Yeah? Do it for the next 10 years. Give this as a puzzle to your brain, and then try to solve this puzzle every day through small steps. Maybe allocate 1 or 2 hours every day. Take these small steps. Create a YouTube video, create an app, create a digital product, start somewhere. Do these experiments, keep doing them every day. Okay? And remember, I'm doing this since the pandemic myself. Remember this? My morning coffee, I became curious about 10 years before, 10 years after, immediately write it as an article, ask it to AI, publish the results, and then this becomes my asset. This brings me my income. Yeah? So you turn your curiosities into assets. That's the secret. All of these articles are my curiosities. I turn them into assets. Yeah? So that's the secret. And you need to do it every day. My YouTube channel, this is, again, very fun, exciting. And you will see that, like, I'm writing on Medium every day. So this is my Medium page, yeah? And if you click here, you will see that I'm publishing a new article on Medium every day. 2 hours ago, this is Elon Musk. I published this, okay? And you can see Solopreneur's Blueprint. I published this today. And you can see the others. Every day there's a new article, as you can see. I published this last night. I published this yesterday. Every day I add a new article, yeah, non-stop. I don't break the chain. And I have been doing this since the pandemic. That means I have 2,550 articles. Yeah? So these are all my assets. And this is my portfolio online. People come to me for collaboration opportunities, or they make job offers to me. Why? Because of all this portfolio. Yeah? Because I built this personal brand and trust. So the same with my YouTube channel. I'm very passionate about being able to talk in Turkish and talking about my curiosities. So this is my YouTube channel. Okay? And as you can see, I'm publishing almost every day. This is my channel. And as you can see, I have 37,000 subscribers. It keeps rising, yeah? And I add new videos every day. This is 2 days ago. Some of these are videos. Some of these are shorts. But I try to publish something every day, yeah? And then some of these are lives, live streams, etc. But I do this consistently every day. I never break the chain, okay? And I will keep growing the channel. And as you can see, I have more than 1,500 videos. Why? Because I do this regularly. The golden rule is I never think about perfection. I don't like editing. You need to find your own style. I hate editing. I don't do any editing, yeah? So that means when I start talking, I immediately capture it as a video, and I immediately publish it. That's it. I don't even think about it, yeah? That's my style. So you have to find your own style, which works for you, okay? And because it has to be fun, exciting, sustainable. There shouldn't be friction, okay? For example, many people are criticizing me because my videos are not very high quality. Because I don't do editing, yeah? I don't care about it at all. What matters is talking authentically, yeah? That's what my message, that's my branding. I don't care about advanced editing stuff. No, I hate that. Okay, so you have to find whatever works for you, your own formula. And keep that formula consistent over the course of 10 years, yeah? And do this every day. Remember that this is a long-term marathon, okay? And remember that this YouTube channel, in the first 4 years, how much money did I make? $0 in the first 4 years. I created how many videos? 1,000 videos. I created 1,000 videos and $0 for 4 years. Yet, I loved the journey. I continued. I was persistent, yeah? And right now, I'm making about 200 pounds each month, yeah? Now I will double it, yeah? And in the next couple of years, I will achieve 100K, yeah? 100K subscribers. And then in the next couple of years, I will achieve hopefully 1 million subscribers in the long-term future, yeah? So this is my long-term game, yeah? Whatever you do, it has to be fun, sustainable, exciting. And you have to do it consistently every day, okay? Those are the golden rules. If you do that, then you don't need to worry about AI taking over your job. Why? Because I can reinvent myself every day. Even if I quit my job today, I can establish my YouTube career, I can establish my investing career, I can establish executive training career, I can establish a researcher career, consulting career, I can establish a TikTok career, whatever I want, yeah? So it's a matter of configuring, designing your parallel alternative lives and prototyping alternative careers. You will need to orchestrate these multiple portfolio careers, yeah? You need to have multiple of them. I have entrepreneurship, I have my YouTube, I have my Medium writing, I have my digital products on Gumroad. So let's look at Gumroad. That's another career. I want to create new digital products on Gumroad, yeah? So let's look at my Gumroad. I keep creating new books. This is my Gumroad. This is my Gumroad store. I keep creating these books and digital products, and I keep growing them over the course of years, yeah? So, how do I decide on this? How do I decide that I want to write, let's say, this book? I talk to my future self. That's the secret. So I talk to my future self who lives in 2036. My future self who lives in 2036 tells me the secret and says that, what if you write a book about 12 industries, $12 trillion industries that will create the next generation of millionaires in the next 10 years? Why don't you write a book on this? And I wrote it as a book because I'm talking to my future self, yeah, who is living in 2036. And that's the secret, yeah? So I immediately write this book. I don't care too much about perfection and details. I immediately ship it, publish it, yeah? And then I continue talking to my future self this year. My future self tells me, why don't you create a new book about each of these 12 industries? There are 12 months in 2026, right? Why don't you write a new book at the end of each month about each of these industries? Because I do have an ADHD brain, I cannot focus on one thing. I have to be a polymath, yeah? I have to think multidisciplinary. I'm interested in all of these industries at the same time. So how do I do that? I talk to my future self. My future self tells me every month, at the end of every month, create a new book. So at the end of January, I created this immortality book. This is about longevity revolution. This was my January book. And then at the end of February, physical AI, robots, physical AI. This was my February book. And then at the end of March, space book, The Last Frontier. Space travel, asteroid mining, and all these space economies. Because I'm deeply interested in all of these, yeah? And now I'm writing the 4th book on synthetic humans. My deadline is at the end of April. And you will see that, hopefully, fingers crossed, at the beginning of May, yeah, I will be publishing my April book here. And I will do this at the end of May. I will write another book on blockchain. At the end of June, I will write another book on all these 12 industries. Yeah? So that means by the end of this year, I will hopefully accomplish all these 12 books. And that will give me enormous leverage. Why? Because I will be able to understand all these rising industries. These are trillion-dollar future industries. And I can be a futurist, I can be a content creator, and I'm also investing all these companies, longevity companies, quantum computing companies. Each of them, I will be investing in these companies as well. Yeah? And I will be writing articles, books, assets, making videos about these as well. Yeah? And I will be making lots of money, of course. Yeah? And I will be surfing all these curiosities. Yeah? Turning these curiosities into assets. And that's my golden formula. If you do that, then you will have multiple careers. Okay? So the question is, let's recap. If you have money, you need to buy these assets, purchase them. They will give you power. Okay? But if you don't have any money, then there's a second part. This second part is even more exciting, and you need to find your own formula for this. What kind of assets would you like to create? Ask yourself. Which ones would you like to create? Please circle them in the next 10 years. Would you like to create written content, visual art, podcasts, videos, software, design, educational courses, collectibles, performance, intellectual property, or community assets? Which ones? Please circle them and start working on them. And do this consistently every day. Okay, so that's the secret. If you do that, then you will be irreplaceable. And remember these platforms. There are different platforms for each of them. Written content, videos, newsletters, podcasts, courses, each of them. You can choose every platform. Don't choose this one. Okay? So, YouTube is amazing. How many of you have your YouTube channel by now? Can I see hands? YouTube channel. Who has? Cool, amazing. I see one hand. Well done. Congratulations. I want to see more hands. Yeah? By summer. Yeah? Like, please create your own YouTube channels. Medium. How many of you are writing on Medium? Can I see hands? Just do it. I mean, don't think too hard. Like, if you like online writing, yeah, this is a great platform. Don't think too hard. Jump into action. How many of you have any digital products on Gumroad? Can I see hands? Again, like, this is very easy to do. You essentially create a PDF, upload it. It takes 10 minutes of your time. And establish your YouTube Gumroad store. It's very easy to do. You can do this in less than half an hour. And upload your PDF, whatever you have. Yeah? And it's very easy to do. And you can instantly start earning money. Again, like, don't think too hard. Start, experiment, see what happens. And if you published any books, you can also publish them in Amazon, which is huge. You can make a lot of money here. If you have some short courses, you can stream them on Skillshare. This is like the Netflix of education. Or you can, if you love doing artisan work, creative work, you can upload them on Etsy, sell them on Etsy. Or if you want to develop some inventions, let's say you want to develop a drone or a comic book or a game, a mobile game, but you need some money, you need to raise some money, then you can use Kickstarter. You can raise money. If you want to create your own newsletter, you can do Substack, very easy to do. You can instantly create your newsletter. Try it. If you want to establish your store, you can use Shopify. Again, like if you are interested in drop shipping, selling products, you can also use AI to accelerate this. And this is a huge market. You can make millions, hundreds of thousands of dollars. This is a huge market. So choose your platform, do the exercise. But remember the golden rule. Mel Robbins says, the moment that you have some inspiration, you have to act in 5 seconds. 5 seconds. You have just 5 seconds. Jump into action. Otherwise, your brain will stop you. Let's say you get a great idea. Oh my God, let me create a YouTube video on this. If you don't act in 5 seconds, 5 seconds you have, only 5. If you don't act right now, then forget about it. You will never be able to do it again. Why? Because your brain will stop you each time. Oh my God, this is very scary, very stressful. I don't know what I will talk about. There will be friction, yeah? You'll be scared. Oh my God, what if nobody watches me? Oh my God, what if I make mistakes? What if this is not the right time? Is this the right time? I'm really busy, I don't want to do. And then you give up, yeah, instantly. Because there are so many voices in your brain. Many of these voices are very negative, yeah? You need to overcome these voices. You need to be a little bit crazy. Jump into action, yeah? And for that, use these 5 seconds. For example, if you can, kickstart your YouTube channel right now, as of this moment, please do it. It's so much more important than this lecture. Just do it, jump into action, create your YouTube channel. It takes just 5 minutes to do it. Create your YouTube channel. Why do you think about it that much? Don't think, act on it, okay? Like, you are planning, thinking too hard, don't do it. Jump into action, do it immediately. You have just 5 seconds, that's it. Don't think too hard, don't plan too hard, okay? That's the secret. And if you combine these with your AI use, you will accelerate your journey. You can brainstorm. ChatGPT can become your partner. Claude, always use Claude. You can ask questions about your YouTube channel or your enterprise to Claude. You can work together. It will help you tremendously. It's a very smart partner. If you want to create music, you can use Suno. If you want to do research, go to Perplexity. Create your song, if you haven't, in just 2 minutes. This takes just literally 2 minutes. Very easy to do. So experiment with these tools, okay? Look at this person. This is one person. This is his bedroom. And he had $20,000 to start. No employees. He worked for 1 year. This person is Matthew Gallagher. He established Medway. And he made $401 million by himself, with his brother, okay? Just 2 people. And they are on track to become a unicorn. They will become a one-person, billion-dollar enterprise very soon. So can you establish a billion-dollar enterprise? Yes, you can. Here's the evidence. And remember, all these things that we thought were safe, they are not safe anymore. Like legal reasoning, financial modeling, strategic analysis, professional writing, medical diagnosis, we thought they were safe. No, they're already gone. AI crossed the line, yeah? If something is pattern rich, and it's based on analysis, AI can do it much faster. So all these professions have changed tremendously. Or they are gone. Yeah? They are being transformed. So these skills, they take years to accomplish. Normally, you take years of education to accomplish these. Yet they are gone right now. AI can do them better. So all these professions are shifting radically. What should you do then? Yeah. You really need to be smart about it. So this is the new formula. You don't need headcount. All these big corporations are in serious danger. Microsoft in serious danger. Apple, serious danger. All these big corporations have started laying off a lot of people. And they don't hire new graduates. Many of them stopped hiring new graduates. Why? Because of this new reality. What's this new reality? Midjourney. Midjourney is new reality. 11 people, just 11 people, they made $200 million. They have no marketing team. Yeah? This is the new formula. Cursor, just 20 engineers. They did this in less than 1 year, and they made $300 million. And Medway, just 2 people, they made $401 million. And Unicorn, they are just 1 product, they became a unicorn, Fireflies. So each of them is following a different approach. Which one is closer to yours? What will you do? What can you do? So Midjourney is about product gravity. They have an extraordinary product. They pull. So you have to create something so good that it immediately attracts a lot of audience. You get viral. Yeah? That's one formula. Another formula is one perfect problem. You are very narrow, specific, and become a monopoly. Solve that one perfect problem. Or obsessive narrow focus, cursor. One capability, but it is perfected. Or infrastructure arbitrage. Don't build the road, but build the fastest car on the road. How do you do that? So think of ways of how you can kickstart your startup. Maybe you can feed them into your cloud. And here are my strengths. Here are my weaknesses. How can I become a solopreneur? Look at these examples. What can I create? Brainstorm together with Claude. Start your journey somewhere. Okay? And do some experiments. So let's start from here. I want you to create this one-page empire. Do it at home, but let's start for 2 minutes. I will build what? For whom? Who are your target segments? So that they can do what? How do you empower them? Without doing it, this is the pain. How do you solve their pain? Okay? What is the pain? How do you help them, empower them, solve their problem? Who are these people? Who are your target segments? And what do you build for them? So please fill in the blanks. Fill in the blanks, and that will be your startup. Okay? But your idea must pass all these 3 filters. Number 1, can AI do 80% of the work? You have to combine your powers with AI. Outsource 80% of the work to AI. Can you do that? Number 1. Number 2, do you solve a daily pain someone will really pay you to remove? This has to be some acute pain, serious pain. You have to solve a serious problem. And number 3, can you ship your prototype in 72 hours? Make it fast. Can you do it in 72 hours? Can you turn it into a challenge? Do it this weekend. Give yourself 72 hours, that's it. Okay? So you must pass these 3 constraints and filters, okay? So do this challenge. You can easily do this weekend. Can you find some ideas? Fill in the blanks, brainstorm, write down some ideas for yourself so that you can follow up in the evening or this weekend. Okay? And try to work on it. You can do this by the end of Sunday. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 3 days. This is your challenge, yeah? Let's do it. Let's see what happens. And you can work with Claude. Claude will help you. You can brainstorm together with Claude. Claude will help you. So if you have any ideas, please capture them right away. And please build it this weekend and see what happens. Again, something that you can easily do, 10-minute assets. Do it this week or next week. Which one would you like to choose? Number one, LinkedIn. Post your expertise as a bold claim about the future of your industry, draft it, publish it on LinkedIn. Very easy to do. Can you do that? Number two, write one paragraph product description for something that you know that AI cannot replace yet. Invent your own product. This can be like a digital product. Give it a name, a brand name, a price, and publish it and try to sell it. Upload it to Gumroad. You can start selling it on Gumroad. Number three, you will outline a 5-lesson micro course. This has to be a very short course, maybe 10-minute, 20-minute, maximum half an hour course. You will teach something that you know better than 99% of the other people. What can you teach that you know better than others? Give it a title, give the lessons, shoot the videos, upload them to Skillshare, and there you have it. You have your online course. Okay, so which ones would you like to try? Maybe you can try all of them as you wish. But start somewhere. So if you have any ideas to add to this, please brainstorm, write down your ideas on any of these. Which one would you like to do? Try to do them all if you can, but start from one of them. Which one is easier, closer to what you want to do? And how can you start doing it? Please brainstorm, create some ideas, and make them happen this week. Okay? Apply them. The last thing that we will do today is the personal mode audit. You need to establish your mode to become irreplaceable in the age of AI. You need to focus on these 3 types of skills: rare skills, valuable skills, and hard to automate skills. How do you configure them, design them, develop them? I will give you some exercises to do that. Please do them right now. Open your laptop, open your notebook, and focus on these 3 domains right now. Okay? Let's start with rare skills. So if you can score high on all of these 3, then you have a career which cannot be hacked by AI. That means you have job security, you will have wealth, you can create your own employment, you can negotiate, you can choose companies, you can create wealth, you can achieve financial freedom if you master these 3 categories, okay? So this is your secret formula. This is your golden ticket for 2026 and beyond. Let's start with all these parts. Please do it. Part 1. Rare skills. What makes a skill rare? Do you have these rare skills? So, this is about unusual combinations, compounding time, and context scars. Do you have these? Number 1. Do you have 10,000 plus hours? It takes 10 years or 10,000 hours to develop this skill at an elite level. Not just practice, it is deliberate practice with real stakes. Real you have to be really, really good, exceptional in what you do. Yeah? Can you be exceptional in what you do? And you can only develop this through investing for years and years. Yeah? Do you have such skills? Maybe you invested at least maybe 3 years, 4 years. Do you have any job experiences or skills or obsessions that you have been investing in for years and years? Like if you have 4 years, 5 years under your belt, then that is a great starting point. It's not easy to develop it because you have been building this consistently. You have all this experience of years and years, yeah? What can it be? Please brainstorm, put some possibilities. How much time did you spend on it? The more hours you spend, the more expertise and experiences you have, then the more rare this is, yeah? Do you have any rare experiences like this? Please put them here. That's number 1. Please write it quickly. Write these possibilities quickly. If you don't have it, can you develop it? Ask yourself, I can develop it. Which one? Which one can you develop and how? That's number 1, okay? Number 2, combining seemingly unrelated skills. Scott Adams says you need to be in the top 25 at 2 or more things, then combine them. Combination locks. What can you combine together? Please ask yourself. So you have to be in the top 25% among all humans. Yeah, top 25% is not that hard. You can do it if you focus. Yeah, which fields are these? You need to pick maybe 2, 3, 4 fields, and these have to be unrelated. Okay, these might be creative fields, design related, maybe deep knowledge. These can be about writing, drawing, designing, any other professional skills, public speaking, or whatever. Can you combine these unrelated things together? Can you combine them in unexpected ways? If you combine them, then you have this rare advantage. Yeah? Nobody has combined them as powerfully as you, let's say. Again, like brainstorm. How can you make this combination? You need to combine unrelated skills together. If you already have some deep skills or deep knowledge or deep domains, then you can incorporate these as well. But think about combinations, yeah? Unusual combinations. You have to make some unusual combinations. Can you combine, let's say, biology and game theory, economics, let's say? Can you combine unrelated things? Maybe you are obsessed about some fields, yeah? Can you combine them with other fields? Okay? And the third one, context scars. These skills cannot be learned from courses, books, or videos because these require real failures, lived experiences, or specific cultural domain immersion over the years. What do you have that cannot be easily replicated? Because you failed a lot, let's say. You have actually experienced it in the field. You have actual field experiences. So you cannot learn it from courses, books, videos. Yeah? There is some hidden tacit knowledge, unparalleled tacit knowledge. It only comes from experience, your life. Yeah? Think about your life. Think about your background, your early life. maybe you have some unusual experiences there. Let's say you come from a very tough, difficult background. That then becomes an advantage for you, yeah? Because you have been through so many challenges. You come from a unique context, let's say, a very difficult country, let's say, a very tough cultural environment, let's say. How did you survive that? Yeah, that becomes your superpower because you can turn it into resilience and transferable skills. Yeah. So please document them, put them here. Okay, these three things make you rare. What do you have in total at these three boxes? Yeah, put them all together. And that becomes your signature rare set of skills, yeah? That's your formula. Think about Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett's motto, it's not about stock picking. Warren Buffett has deep financial knowledge plus insurance float mechanics plus psychological temperament plus 70-year compounding, 70 plus years. Yeah? He has been doing investing for 70 years. So this combination is so rare that there are fewer than 10 people on earth who can master this combination. Yeah? So this makes Warren Buffett very rare. There are less than 10 people like Warren Buffett. That's why he has become the richest, yeah, in the world, because he is irreplaceable. So how can you become irreplaceable? Yeah, you can do it with your rare skills. So you can develop rare skills by not following crowds. Yeah, you have to maintain your originality. What makes you original, creative, unique? Do you have some unique talents? Put them also here. What makes you an artist? Artist level. Put them here. Okay? So here's a menu. Okay? I want you to look at these boxes. There are 5 boxes here. Can you choose circle, the ones that you have? Or if you don't have them, do you have something similar? Okay? Let's look at the first one, craft and technical skills. Do you have some of these? Deep code architecture, film cinematography, jazz improvisation, 3D sculpture fabrication, marine navigation, all these like really niche skills, craft and technical skills. Do you have any skills like this, like these, yeah? Put them here. Or circle them if you have some of them. Number 1. Number 2, domain knowledge. Think about your deep knowledge, expertise. Do you have any deep knowledge about some of these? Very specific fields like these. They don't have to be these fields, you can replace them, okay? Do you have any deep, specific domain knowledge? You can also put celebrities, hobbies, obsessions here, because you are expert level in these celebrities, hobbies, obsessions, yeah? You can also put them. Domain knowledge, deep knowledge. Make a list or circle these. The third one, human and social. Do you have some advanced human social skills, interpersonal skills? Think about cross-cultural leadership, crisis hostage situation negotiation skills. Very specific, as you can see. Executive presence coaching, oral storytelling, diaspora identity navigation. Like very specific interpersonal skills based on trust, let's say. Do you have some of these? Or can you develop some of these? Okay? Circle them or add your ideas. Number 4, do you have some creative design skills that are specific? Let's say gaming, but world building. Let's say 3D avatar creation, avatar designs, fashion pattern making, brand mythology creation skills, theatrical set design skills, speculative fiction world building skills, very specific graphic novel storyboarding skills. Do you have any skills like these, yeah? Or can you build skills like these? Circle them or add your ideas. And the last one, system and strategy. Do you have any of these skills? Or can you develop any such skills? Urban mobility design, let's say. Energy transition planning. Mergers and acquisitions due diligence depth. Very specific things, again, about systems and strategies. But as you can see, all of these are very niche domains, yeah? Where is your niche? Think about all these categories, and then can you invent your own categories? At the bottom, try to invent your own niche categories. Can you establish your own monopoly in some of these fields or some other fields? If you could establish your own monopoly, which field would it be? Write it down. Like you will establish a category of one. Only you can do it, let's say. Think about the things that only you can do in the world, but nobody else can do. What could these be? Make a list of them. Nobody else can do it, but I can do it. I can establish a monopoly. Maybe you can invent your own category. There is no category like this, let's say, but you can be the number one in the world because nobody else has thought of that, let's say. You are inventing that category. And when you invent that category, you become the category leader. You become the monopoly. You own that category, yeah? And that's the secret. Can you establish such a monopoly? Okay? And here are some actions you might want to take. How do you develop these rare skills? Please look at these actions. Can you take some of these actions? Or can you take some similar actions? Please go over them. Circle them if it fits you. Can you map your skills in a Venn diagram? Where are they overlapping? Can you create a Venn diagram and look at the intersections of your skills? Can you write your unique sentence? Can you find your context card? Can you spend 30 days creating output assets and at the age of your current abilities? Can you find top 50 people in your domain globally? What do they have that you don't have? Can you do benchmarking? Can you create a 2-year map to close that gap? Think strategic and smart about it, yeah? Create a strategic plan. Can you seek out the domain's forbidden knowledge, things that practitioners know but don't publish? Can you acquire these things? Can you ask them to AI, Claude? Can you document the rarity evidence? Can you build a proof of rarity portfolio? Can you build outcomes, testimonials, artifacts, case studies? Can you publish them? Can you become visible by publishing? Can you collect only you signatures, stories from your clients, colleagues? Collect these codes, save them. Which ones will you be doing? Please decide on the actions and create those actions, write them down. Okay? The second one, we are towards finishing. What makes a skill actually valuable? Look at these three categories. Do you have skills in these three categories? Number one, genuine pain. Do you solve a problem that actively costs someone sleep, money, opportunity, or health? The sharper the pain, the higher your price. Do you have any skills that you can sell to these people who are enduring this pain? Yeah, they cannot sleep, they lose their health, they lose money, or they lose opportunities. How can you solve this problem? This is acute pain, yeah? Can you solve these problems through your skills? Can you genuinely help them and alleviate their pain? Do you have any magic pills or solutions towards these problems? Can you invent them in the form of digital products or an app? Maybe you can develop an app, or maybe you can develop some coaching, whatever you want to do. Okay? Number two, if you remove this skill from a project, decision, or organization, will it collapse? Try to find these high-value skills that everybody is depending upon. Okay? If you remove that, everything will collapse. What are those skills? These are indispensable skills, indispensable. So your role in an organization, ideally, should be indispensable. Maybe you are linking some crucial knowledge and people and networks and skills so that nobody else can replace you. Maybe you have the critical customer linkages, trust linkages. You know how to sell, let's say. You know how to build trust with your customers' networks, yeah? That's indispensable. So they cannot replace you, yeah? You have to be indispensable. If you go, the whole organization will collapse, yeah? So you have to master those valuable premium skills, yeah? What are those? Generally, related to sales, customer, trust, are very valuable, yeah? Number two. Number three, if you stop doing this tomorrow, would people urgently try to find a replacement for you? Again, are you indispensable? They will be desperate to find somebody like you. Oh my God, we will collapse. We have to find somebody urgently, yeah? So it has to have that kind of rarity, urgency, premium, valuable skills, yeah? Can you master, command these type of skills? Okay? Then, this means premium pricing, high salary, negotiation power. There will be waiting lists, oversubscription. You can negotiate. There will be competitors will try to copy you. Okay? People will invite you, etc. Okay, so look at these menus again. What can you do in these 5 categories? Risk reduction, these are very premium skills, very valuable. Can you master some of these skills? Spotting failure before it happens. This is a very crucial skill, especially in the age of AI. AI will break down, yeah? How will you fix it or predict that it will fail? Can you solve them? These pain points in AI. Things that AI cannot do, breaks down, but you can fix them, yeah? Crisis communication, damage control, can you do it? Regulatory navigation, compliance master, this is very complex, a pain in the ass, yeah? How do you do that? Again, nobody else wants to deal with these, yeah? Can you deal with them? Insurance underwriting judgment, can you do that? Cybersecurity, it's a huge pain. Cybersecurity, can you become a cybersecurity expert? Fraud detection, pattern recognition. Clinical diagnosis under uncertainty, things like this, yeah? Food safety, contamination, prevention. investment downside protection, let's say, so that investors will not lose money.